Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the Zone, and welcome to another episode of Epic Battle Fantasy 3. In the last episode, we began our adventure into the forest. So far, we've been wandering around, getting our hands on some XP and, the typical stuff you get out of RPGs. So now, we're going to continue our adventure and see what else we can find. Anything hidden back here? Okay, no, there isn't. That turtle's got some hefty HP. Not as much as that giant slime, though. Alright, so early on, first off, let's see what the Quick Slash can do. 105 damage, okay. Alright, I'm gonna focus as much as possible towards using fire attacks, except, of course, at least taking the time to scan them. The Leaf Eater, type Giant Tortoise, a defensive foe which attacks with earth and poison. So now we can view that information anytime. And we still don't exactly have the Quick Slash ability, so there isn't a whole lot we can do still. Nonetheless, let's keep attacking. He is already down. Did not expect him to take him out that quickly, but I guess I got a little bit lucky with the fact that he didn't really lower his defenses yet. Okay, he's raising his attack power. I want to see what some of the other spells and abilities can do now that we have some. Let's start with Natalie's Heal More, see what that can do. I can see myself using this spell a lot in the future. I wonder why. Yeah, you will be using that spell a lot. And for good reason. So, we can use Plasma or Snipe. Let's see what Snipe does. Headshot. So instead of 2 shots, it's just 1 shot. Luckily, there's another enemy over here, so we can continue to test out our new abilities we got from the last episode. We didn't get to use the Plasma shot yet. So let's see what that does. Oh, 2 shots. Okay. And what else did we not get to use yet? We didn't get to use that spell yet. Let's try out Natalie's Ice spell. Alright, very nice. And will that be okay, that's more than enough to take that last enemy out. Looks like the forest is getting thicker. Guess we're in pretty deep now. We'd be a fair bit further if our animal rights activist was not trying to protect every creature and plant we see. Nuh-uh. I don't mind if you kill the slimy ones. You have a slimy heart. Oh. I'm holding on the keyboard incorrectly. So yeah, a lot of areas, as you can see here, that with containing treasure chests we can't reach. We will be able to access those areas later, so don't worry too much about it. Hey, the turtles are decent to eat, right? Better than slimes anyway. Wow. The only ability we didn't get to try out yet was Natalie's Thunder spell. So let's try that out now. So yeah, 2 attacks. Oh, Thunder, that'll be good against a lot of flying enemies and robots too. That is true. You're gonna want to keep that ability in mind in the future. That attack is actually weaker than my other abilities. Alright, let's focus all out on the fire then, if that's the case. Because watch, my regular attacks are going to deal more damage, or very close damage. Either way, big damage. Alright, what do we got next? We have this guy over here. Just unleash a powerful attack. Oh, yikes, he's poisoning us. What a poisonous attack. Use him garlic if you get ill, or just wait till the battle's finished and heal automatically. Alright, how much poison damage are we going to take? A reasonable amount. That it's nothing to worry about. So let's once again have Lance shoot that. And then have Natalie prepare a Heal More spell to make sure that poison doesn't take us out. So does Quick Slash actually deal... Oh, well, that was a critical hit, so it was a little bit hard to tell. But okay, let's try this without the critical hit. 90 damage, so that looks pretty close to dealing a reasonable amount of damage. Just keep dealing fire damage, and we should get him eventually. And, oh boy, they're really inflicting the poison on us, though I believe this last turn should take him out. There we go. And we leveled up, too. Which I believe leveling up also instantly restores our stats, I'm pretty sure. Or I guess not, according to what the game's showing me. I thought in most RPGs, leveling up instantly restores you back to full stats. I guess not here. A lot of trees here. Search carefully for any chests, whether they be within your line of sight or out. I think I saw a snake. I don't like it in here. A snake. Do you want to try one? I'll catch it for you. Let's just get out of these trees before I get bitten by something. No, not until we find every chest. I think I see one over here. Watch it. I got a branch in my face. Tragic. Okay. And I think there's a pathway down here that we can... Here we are. More chests. Okay, ooh, hand bombs. Throw at a foe for bomb elemental damage. That will be useful later on. Ooh, and shurikens. And, okay, lollipop. We're getting a variety of different items here, so you really want to make sure you find as many chests as possible, because they do have some useful stuff in them. Alright, let's take on another wave of enemies, because we should be at full stats now. And how do we want to start this? Let's start by unleashing some lightning attacks on the crow. And then, if only I had multi-hitting attacks. Alright, well, let's start out with... Let's get rid of that defense buffer over here. That guy I should deal some good damage to so he doesn't easily get his defenses up and make him a pain to take out. I'm not too much worried about my stats at the moment. Of course, that guy heals himself. So actually, let's go to Natalie and cast a fire spell on this guy over here. And then unleash a regular attack. And then, will this be an... Actually, how much damage does each deal? Okay, Flame Shot does more damage. There we go, one hit him. This guy should go out easily now. Only 86. Not very effective, but it was enough to take him out. And why not at this time, while I'm waiting for my stats to regenerate a little, see what else... Okay, yes, I can get Wind Slash now. And still have 75, so... Let's see here. No legs, no legs. The cat brings a healing item and uses it on a random ally. Does not use up your stock. Let's go with Nettle and then get Drain. That's a decent ability. And see how we do over here. Alright, let's try this out. There we go. See, this is why I wanted to get area covering attacks early on, because they deal good damage. Alright, there go the trees. Leaving only one guy left. Oh, please, you really think that... How badly poisoned is that slime that he was able to heal that easily? No matter. There are still plenty of us around, and... Okay, I jumped into this battle a little bit quickly, but... was worth it. And I think we can just use a regular attack on this guy. And I think I want to play this a little bit smarter and defend this turn. And I say that because I get the feeling that something big is about to show up upon our next turn. That we're going to want to make sure we have at least 2 party members on deck for... Okay, not as bad as I thought. It's just another big slime. I was getting a little bit worried there, but not to worry. Let's use another Wind Slash. Wind Slash will be good here. And I'm already out of MP. If only we had our restorative sword, which we don't at the moment, so until then, we're kind of stuck with this. And we can't try out the Nettle ability yet, because all these guys would heal from poison. So for now, we're just going to focus on regular attacks, why don't I show you guys the drain ability? Like, as it says, you heal depending on how much damage you deal. Very simple to explain. Okay, one more turn ought to finish this guy off. Or at least I think so, now that he healed some. Okay, no, this should finish him off. One last fight, or just an attack from Matt ought to do it. It's just a slime, even if it is massive. Another level up. So we're getting our hands on some good stuff for being early on in the game. Any chests down here? No sign at all. And these cats up here are guarding some chests. Yes, we have the return of some cats. Maybe if we smack that cat about, it'll drop candy. It won't. Trust me when I say, it won't. As someone who has grown up with cats, I know that they don't have any candy. Okay, let's use Lucky Star on one of the higher level cats. And yeah, like always, cats are always the weak enemies. You really don't have to make a big deal out of them. Wow, all 5 of them in one attack. Good work, Matt. And, ooh, Nirvana, boost the power of Toxic. And over here, some more items. We're getting our hands on some useful items, so... Again, it's a very good thing you go after every single chest. Alright, I'm going to focus all of the central attacks towards the main boss, because since I have Matt's Wind Slash, I don't have to think too much about the smaller enemies. Because now that their shields are down, this next attack should take it. Oh, did I ever give you guys a description? Kitten soldier type domestic cat, rebellious pets that joined the army, not very dangerous. Yeah, they really aren't that... I thought that would take them out, but they barely have enough health to keep going. No matter, they should go out next turn. Did I ever tell you guys about the soundtrack to these games? Because I know the first game was just taking soundtracks from other forms of media. The second game was where I think he starts making his soundtrack from, I think, a user named Pyrana, something like that. I'd have to go back and check. Okay, steel plate. Yeah, why don't we quick do that, actually? I'm just gonna quick save my progress here and see who made the music again. Fierna. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, but... As the composer of the soundtrack, they do a really good job, and while they did also... Oh, Ninja Hood, more shurikens. They did do a good job composing the soundtrack from the second game. You know, the second game wasn't all that good, but with how good this game is deserving of Fierna's soundtrack. Still don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let me know in the comments below. Before I talk to that guy, why don't I go fight this enemy over here? Looks like we're almost out of the forest. Hope we don't end up in a swamp or something instead. Hope our first boss battle is epic. Wouldn't get your hopes up, the boss is probably a giant vegetable. Yeah, that should be pretty obvious. Like always, we gotta scan the new enemies. Name Yellow Bee, type Angry Hornet. Evasive Bug, can stun with a sting and can also lower defense. Like always, whip out that Wind Slash. And, okay, yeah, these guys are weak to thunder. So it'll be worth my time to unleash that attack on them. Okay, he's stunned. Take out that bee. And then I am not so sure about taking out the cat just yet. Why don't we just... Yeah, there we go. Just use a regular attack. So then next turn I can... What What do I want to do here? Why don't we have Lance attack it again? I knew it. There's more of them. Alright, we don't know how to beat that one back there yet, so we don't have its character info yet, nor do we have any idea what it's up to, so I'm just gonna keep Matt with the wind slashes. Natalie, finish off that other bee up there. And then, let's go ahead and scan this thing. Purple bee, Mystic Butterfly, a bug which can heal its allies and attack with sparkly stuff. Yeah, it looked pretty sparkly to me. And down it goes. So yeah, so far we're leveling up pretty easily. Okay, now we can talk to this guy up here. My boy, there be monsters all over the place. Help out with an old man and get me a shroom. Okay, buddy. And how are we doing on stats? Why don't we upgrade a couple more skills? Because we can. Ooh, we can start getting limit breaks already. Ooh, actually, I don't think we need limit breaks yet. Why not start with Unleash, Screamer, Revenge. Let's go with Fume next. That's another useful one. Well, Revenge. Yeah, Fume. That one is a fairly useful ability. And I suppose we can upgrade Nettle as well. Oh boy, a bunch of useful abilities for Natalie. I'm of course going to get Revive because that one is, of course, the most useful out of all of them. Lance, what can I upgrade for you, buddy? There are a lot of things here, actually, I can upgrade. What do I want to upgrade? No, I don't want that. I can give him Unleash, I can give him Oblivion, regular attack. Why don't we start... So many good choices. Why don't we start with... Actually, let's go with Plasma Wave. I know we should probably go with the Fire, because, you know, the upcoming boss probably being grass-based, but one, I can just upgrade that individually, and two, I'm sure for the first boss, I don't think it's that difficult. So I think for now, I'm not going to make that big of a deal out of any of this. Why don't we upgrade Natalie's heal spell, though? And I guess the Fire spell to boot. Alright. Onward. What are these guys up to? That horse does not look suspicious at all. And, okay, let's start like always. Having a scan, see what this does. Okay, Trojan horse, type kitten battering ram. Not really a horse at all. Attacks with explosive and rallies the troops. Alright, what abilities have we not tried out yet? I know I just got Fume. Why don't we try... There's no sign of it being... Oh no, it is resistant to poison. Oh, well, I could just try the poison status effect on this enemy down there. Slowly killing off foes with poison ain't really my style, but whatever works, I guess. And what else do we want to try? We don't need the revival spell for anything yet. Oh, that's right, Natalie's turn's already over. So why don't we start by just setting one of those Trojan horses on fire. Even though it's really not much. The Horn of Gondor boosts their morale. Oh, yikes, they're really going all out with the attack. Alright, that enemy's down with the poison. What else have I not shown yet? I've shown Drain, I've shown Drain, Quick Slash, Wind Slash. I don't think I've shown Fume yet. Mainly due to the fact that we just got that ability, but why don't I go ahead and show that off now? Okay, these guys are resistant to thunder attack, so I probably shouldn't waste that attack on them. Why don't I give... Let's give Natalie the lock-on, just to show off what that does. All that does is just boost accuracy. Not really an ability worth using all the time. Did it just boost its attack? I think that's what it did. No matter. As long as I keep using fire attacks, this thing's going down real easily. Also, I just realized I haven't been using any kind of items either. Because we've gotten our hands on some more items here. We've already shown the Earth Ball, And I think I want to hold on to the hand bombs and shurikens for now. Green potion. All foes with poison damage. Okay, I don't want to do that yet. We can do that when the time comes, but for now, there's a bunch of other better uses for those items coming up, as you'll eventually see. But we're not going to get to that quite yet until we get to the end of this area. Alright, let's have Natalie take that dude out back there and have Lance. Let's try out the Plasma Wave with Lance. Did a little damage to that enemy, but good damage there. Alright, like always, I'm going to use this attack, finish that guy off. What do we got now? We have... oh boy, the big one. The big one. Alright, like always, it has a lot of immunities, so just go all out with the fire attacks before it raises its defenses. And of course that purple bee heals. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna take out the turtle first. I choose how I go about battles. Watch, this guy's going down. See? Now this last one's got nothing left. What are they weak to? Dark, Thunder, Bomb, and Wind. Okay, Matt does not have a lot of useful abilities to face this enemy. So the others do. Oh wait, no, I want the lightning. Let's try out another one of those plasma waves. Those looked really cool. And we have some more items. I should probably, after defeating this next boss, think about what kind of equipment I want to equip for the next area. Though that'll probably be something I'll be doing offline, because we're getting our hands on some decent equipment here. And I know exactly what I'm doing here. You thought you could beat me that easily? And then I'll just... bye-bye, kiddies! Your forces are already down. You're going down. Wow, I ended that fight quickly. I wasn't joking when I said that cats are, like, the easiest enemies in the game. 'Cause, wow, they went down easily. Just playing it safe. Alright, what do we got up here? More enemies. Just eat. And unleash a fire spell over there. Have him unleash. Why not a lightning attack? Just so we can deal with the remaining enemies. Unleash Fume. And wow, he's already down for the count. Alright, more healing items, so mostly healing items there. Anyway, we're already at the first boss, and I'm just going to go ahead and fight him because this boss is easy. It would appear that this guy is the boss. He looks quite different from the other monsters. I'm sure stabbing him will work. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I didn't expect to find any robots in the forest. Machines are usually weak against thunder, so this guy's probably the same. Like always, I'm gonna go ahead and scan him. We have Jack, the Mechanical Pumpkin. Powerful robot boss, attacks with fire, earth, and bomb attacks. And like always, to deal with the bushes, I'm gonna unleash some widespread attacks there. And for Natalie, we're gonna bomb, thunder, and earth. So let's unleash a thunder attack on Jack and see what that does. Okay, nothing dangerous so far. This game's humor is definitely the type you'd see in Flash games. Alright, that takes out all the side enemies. Now to deal with the main boss itself. So we have a lot of thunder-based abilities. Also, I've also heard that a really useful item to use here are hand bombs. Like, Okay. Oh, achievement unlocked brute. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, hand bombs are also able to deal some pretty good damage. Alright, let's get a little bit of healing going. Unleash another wind slash, and let's take out... Use Plasma Wave and take out that other enemy. I do not want him... See my... Game has a real interesting sense of humor, that's for sure. What do I want to use for Matt? Matt does not have a whole lot of useful abilities against this guy, so I think I'm going to have Matt use the other hand bomb I have on hand. And then I'll leave the rest to Lance here. How powerful are these? Okay, they're equally powerful, so I can just focus on one attack. Again, though, you can see how it's very useful to have some hand bombs on hand. I should probably think about having Matt switch his sword out, now that I'm thinking about it. Because for a fire-based weapon, this guy's got a bit of fire resistance. So why don't we whip out something that can allow me to deal good damage, like the Gaia Axe. And I said the Gaia Axe. Oh, okay, I needed to press the accept button. Okay, I'm gonna have... Oh, Natalie's the only one left up there. Alright, let's just take out the bug. So that guy's gonna be annoying if I was a bit worried there, but luckily nothing happened. Because now we can unleash a bunch of tremor attacks to do that. And let's get another plasma attack. This fight's going to be going on for a little while, so I think I'm going to go ahead and heal again to make sure we're safe. All this little bites to take hits for him. What a wimp. Alright. Have Lance use Plasma Wave. I'm not too much worried about the side enemies. I'm mainly going to focus on dealing damage to the main boss at this point. Again, though, if you really just want to cheese this fight, you can just use hand bombs to beat him easily, regardless on if you're playing epic difficulty or lower difficulty. Hand bombs gets the job done, regardless. Only one hit left. This ought to do it. And with that, we're already one boss out of here. That is a good-looking medal. Is that for beating him on epic mode? It does not look like it. With that out of the way, let's see what these guys up here have to say. I saw you take down that huge robot. That I did. You're a mighty fine swordsman, that you are. I've got a short game to set up for you to practice your skills. How about it? Talk to me again when you're ready. Oh yeah, so each major area, somewhere, sometimes... Ooh, forest treasure. What's that for? Find all the treasure chests in Vegetable Forest. Okay, we found everything. Oh boy, I was just called out here to take care of that huge pumpkin thing. Looks like I don't have to do anything now. Thanks, guys, you're awesome. That robot was way out of your league, miss. I'm glad we made it in time before you threw your life away. Is that so? Well, let me show you something cool in return. This crystal over here will teleport you back to town. It can even take you to other places, so as long as you've already visited them. This is the furthest I can go, unfortunately. Sounds good. Can't wait to try it out. Rock Lake lies past here. Lots of squid and crabs over there. Be on your guard. Alright. This crystal may teleport you to others like it. There's one in each area, including town. Simply talk to it to enter the warp zone. I see what you did there. So, this person, as they mentioned, there is a mini game you're able to play here. Attack it to slow it down. Okay. So yeah, this is mainly just a simple mini game. Not that big of a deal unless you're a completionist, in which I do believe there's a medal for collecting every single, for, I believe, getting a certain high score in this minigame, which, considering the multitude of minigames there are, oh boy, some of the minigames, especially a lot of the later on ones, you're going to be dealing with a bit of trial and error. Trust me when I say that. Come on. Get back here. How did I not get that? So I can just attack the foods to... I mean, I'm still getting them either way. But yeah, it's mainly just you against the clock, and a lot of these food items are going in a variety of different directions. Yeah, there eventually gets to be a point where it's best you just go jumping around and grabbing as many items as you can, because, oh boy, it gets pretty ridiculous at a decent ways in. A lot of these minigames, they start out simple, but they, like, get increasingly difficult as you go, mainly due to increased speed and an increased rate of things. You'll want to make sure you know exactly what you're doing as you're going into this, because, yeah, look at how much food is dropping here. Ooh, that's a good combo. Okay, ooh, Greedy Cat and Fat Cat. Was that all of them? 162? Oh yeah, and you can get gold from these minigames, so depending on how often you do these minigames, alright, we got it. We got all the medals for that minigame. First try, too. Very nice. As this NPC is mentioned, we can use this crystal over here as a teleportation zone. As you can see, it now has some color to it. And now, we can teleport back to the village. So, this is useful because as you progress throughout the game, you'll find more of these teleportation crystals, and it's a good way to do a nice fast travel way to do some backtracking, if there's ever any backtracking you need to do in the game. So if there's a certain thing you need to buy for a certain quest, or like a quest that you're trying to do, whatever it's for, if there's something you need to buy, you can always come back to this town. Like, I know for a fact that... No, I didn't want to go back into the forest. Because, like, I know there's, like, this weapons shop over here, where you can, of course, buy some weapons and stuff. What do I want to get? There are some things we can get so far. Stuff that, for the time being, isn't the most necessary items. Though, if I'm really wanting to buy something, I suppose we can go ahead and get the cat ears and the cow horns. In some ways, there are some benefits to a lot of certain pieces of gear as you progress throughout the game. Let me see here. Are there any side quests we can do while I'm thinking about it? It does not look like it at the moment. Oh, the old man from earlier. We can give him the items that he was wanting. Alright, here you go, buddy. Shanks, bro. Him, I teach you the arts of berserking. Matt and Natalie can now learn berserk. Oh, this skill. I think I'm gonna give berserk to Matt. In some ways, berserk has its benefits and drawbacks. And I'll show you all those. Yeah, I'll get revenge next. As we progress throughout the game. And why not? Let's go ahead and get ourselves a limit break, starting with Cleaver. And what do I want next? Let's go with Unleash, a basic one. Natalie, what can we get with Natalie? Let's get her limit break up and going. Let's get some of these stronger spells ready. Oh, Purify. Let's start with Purify and then also give her Unleash. I guess we're saving the stronger spells for later. Though I suppose that's a good thing early on in the game, to focus some of the stronger spells towards later. Ooh, Medpack, that's a good ability for Matt to get early on. And of course get Lance, sorry, not Matt. His Limit Break and the Unleash, and To top it all off, why don't we get Flame Burst? No. Debilitate is actually pretty useful in some of the early on parts of the game. Let's upgrade that. I'd say we're looking good. Alright, once again, we're at a pretty good time to wrap things up. I think... because this is the point of the game where you really want to start thinking about your setup and thinking about what pieces of equipment you have here are worth equipping. Because in some ways, some of these things, you know, may not have much, but may give you a reasonable defense, like this pink flower here. Which, luckily, there's still no fire-based enemies yet, and I think we're still a little ways from encountering fire-based enemies, so I'm not going to think too much. Also, I don't even have the pink flower equipped, I just realized that. Set fire, boost. The cow horns can be decently useful because it is capable of giving extra HP, which in some ways can be very useful. I think for now, I'm going to have her... nah, let's keep the ribbon for now. Oh yeah, I recently got the green dress as well. So, in terms of what we're approaching, I think it'll be best if we just stick with the red dress for now, with what's coming up. Lance, what kind of gear do you have that could be useful? Could get some of that. I would say nothing that stands out too much yet. Unless there's something that I do not want to equip, that heavy claw. Power. Yeah, let's stick with the super snipe for now for Lance. What can we upgrade? Oh, wait a minute. Did I forget to change Natalie's staff? Because I know we're entering a new area. We're going to want to make sure we're ready for some stuff. What's the power of toxic? I think... that one's capable of siphoning. This one, I think, has some fairly useful resistances for later on here. So let's stick with that staff. So I guess we're keeping everyone with their starter abilities. Although, Matt, with what he has equipped right now, I think I would like to give him the leather armor, because that at least has some defense. And then, regarding other hats, I suppose I can keep him with that. As for weapons, considering how far we're getting into the game, we can either... I think I'll want to go with either Avenger or the Bloodblade, because I don't think we'll be needing fire-based abilities very much. Target's defense raises own attack, which buffs the user's attacks. Yeah, why don't we stick with the Bloodblade? And then why don't we take a look at what we can upgrade. We can upgrade the Bloodblade to level 2. We can upgrade the Crystal Staff to level 2. And I don't want to upgrade that to level 2. Let's upgrade it. Lance's Soldier Helmet up to level 2. And what else can we? We can upgrade the Red Ribbon and the Cow Horns. So far, still not a whole lot that makes it stand out, though. I'm sure we'll get there eventually. Till then, there are a lot of abilities here with some of these, but I think for now, we'll be good. So that being said, I'm going to end this episode off here. We've completed one area. Next time, we'll be entering, I think it was like a rocky beach kind of area, according to this NPC right here. We'll be checking that out next time. So as always, if you enjoyed this episode and wish to see more of my content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay notified of future uploads. And until next time, This is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone.